is that so loud?
I don't know, man. You're running the goddamn controls.
It's always my favorite podcast every week. What are you talking about?
That's a good plug.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll just soundbite that, put it on. It's always my favorite podcast every week.
Instead of at the beginning of everyone,
fucking
it's always
turn
my
this
favorite podcast
shit
every
up,
week,
dude.
What'd you say?
You're running the goddamn show.
Nah, bullshit.
You fuck with the. You're out here fucking twisting
You
dials.
fucking suck, Callus.
What the fuck, man? What do you got? Level 1, level. You're all over the place. I give you. You use the board one time. You're all fucked up.
Listen, the Huck Finn Barbell Show
It sounded from
is
the
where it's at.
from the way the board looks like. It looks like a disaster.
Well, listen, we got very
Okay.
intoxicated. I fell into the board. We broke a chair. Oh, shit, I forgot we're also recording on the YouTube. I better look up.
Yeah, you better get off your phone for once.
All right, well, we got questions, and I got answers, and I'm stuck.
Hold on. You're stuck. You
Am I
need more.
stuck?
Need more
Good.
length. Speaking of being stuck, do you want to be unstuck from your squats, bench, and deadlifts? Perhaps you're stuck in the bottom of your bench. Look no further. Pioneer Fit is here.
Where are you looking?
Look at the camera.
The camera's there.
Oh shit, the camera.
Yeah.
Look no further. Pioneer Fit's here with belts, wrist straps, t-shirts, hats. You name it, they got it. If it's leather, and if they have it.
Leather.
No, it's real leather, buddy.
Oh, it's
not
real
pleather.
leather?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Biggest supporter of powerlifting, none other than Matt Hayden. Okay? It's not how you pronounce his last name, but that's how I say it, because that's how I do things.
Matt
Matt
Hayden.
Hayden. It's actually Matt Haddon?
You know what? I don't know.
I don't know. Let's just stick with Matt Hayden. Anyway, one of the biggest supporters of podcasts, our podcast, and powerlifting in general. It doesn't get bigger than him. He puts up his own money, put on big meets. There's a lot of talks about more stuff he's going to do. I don't really want to say too much. I want to get him on here once he confirms some stuff. A lot of stuff in the water, trying to figure out what the fuck they want to do.
He's starting his own federation, I heard.
There talks about it, but I don't want to say like, yeah, this is what they're doing.
Are you serious?
I have an idea of what they're doing.
The Pioneer Fit Federation.
I don't know where he's going to do with it. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to put words in his mouth that I haven't heard from him.
I'm just
directly.
guessing. I haven't heard anything.
Well, he has a big email chain with all the lifters at this meet.
Mhm.
Kind of like, hey, this is what's going on, guys. Are you all right with this? Blah, blah, getting feedback on stuff. So it was asked about maybe we'll do our own federation. What are you guys' thoughts? Shit is a bad idea. We have too many federations.
Matt's going to start his own fed, huh? What's he going to call it?
Maybe.
The APF?
No, to me, it should be the Pioneer Powerlifting Federation, the PPF.
Oh, jeez. PPF?
PPF.
It's like the PGA.
Yeah, but it's better.
Huh. It's like the WWE.
And it's less popular, which is nice.
Oh, Matt always wanted to be a golfer.
That's true. So we'll see what he ends up doing with
My
it.
neighbor would be a good golfer. He's got a huge ass.
Huge ass. But yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff in powerlifting right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's a lot of rumor. I mean, some of the stuff seems confirmed. People have been fired. There's been videos of certain things happening. There's
Like
been
what?
screenshots of messages happening. There was a message between I don't know his name. People are going to light me up, but I don't really keep up with the names. But a chairman or somebody high in the USPA was messaging a girl saying, "Oh, if you want to come to my room right now."
Oh,
I'll
we
pay
already
you
talked about this
$300."
last week. That was Chico.
Is that what it was?
Right, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
met him at the Arnold.
Oh yeah, good dude, right?
Great guy. I mean, other than that, was a hell of a dude.
Yeah. So, but doing with that going on, me and Dan created a fuck them feds shirt. His original shirt with the kids slashed out feds on it, and then his personal slogan and tattoo on the back. There's gonna be sale. It's ending tonight, but I'm gonna make it one more day. So if anybody sees this podcast, they can order that shirt. It's a pre-order only. If you do not order, you will not get one. And a part of the proceeds go to the Joyful Heart Foundation, which helps domestic abuse, children abuse, and it's a really good cause. So we're going to donate some of the money to them. Part of the proceeds is going to go directly to the foundation. I'll screenshot it, put it up, just to help the cause instead of just complain like a lot of people like to do. Just like to bitch about the situation, and they don't have a lot of solutions. So instead of having a solution for the powerlifting right now, because I think that's kind of a long process to figure it out. First thing to do to be better, for the situation, to less negativity, more positivity.
How you blended that in.
Is to donate to the Joyful Heart Foundation, and every shirt will have a donation towards it. So those who ordered, thank you. And then this is your last chance to order. And then I'm going to do some more stuff with that slogan, probably within very soon. Me and Daniel have been talking about it. So look forward to that. But yeah, a lot of drama, which is why I got not out of powerlifting, but out of gyms. Gyms always bring drama. I don't want drama. I just want to fucking work out.
Well, I mean, it's that. I mean, you had instant family.
Well, yeah, that too.
I mean, that was big. That was probably the biggest part.
Saved me.
Definitely the best thing I ever did was to build a gym immediately.
Oh, at least I have a family.
Oh, that was great too. Probably, hey, having a family saved my life.
Oh, big time.
But building, just starting a gym in my shed, that was the best thing ever. Just started collecting pieces. And eventually it got to what it is right now. But you just got to start, right? Just like anything else, you just got to start. So I started collecting pieces. I took an old bench from Pappy's house, got some weights and bought a few things. And, now we're here. So you just got to get started.
Yeah.
And everybody's tried starting in 2020. That's the worst time to start, man.
Yeah, luckily I had like a decent little L-shaped amount of equipment right around 2020 hit.
Yeah.
And then bought my model lift. And luckily the guy at State-of-the-Art Welding hooked me up like immediately. Basically, within 6 weeks of ordering, I had a model lift to my house from New York on a pallet.
That was awesome.
So it was fucking huge, especially that time, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I was able to, and then,
Right.
the other scores we had with equipment, thanks to Jersix
Branch Cop.
and Joe, that was huge. So now we're like complete fucking gyms, basically.
Yeah.
Which is nice,
Yeah.
I mean, yours is cold, mine's warm. So I'd say mine's a little nicer.
I'm
a little partial.
prefer it cold. I like to train to beat the Russians, just like Rocky,
Yeah.
You train just like when you, what do you
Why
say?
warm up when you can tear
practice,
something?
right? No, I could tear something any moment. You know how much alcohol I drink. That's
And how
that's
cold
another
it is in there.
And how cold it is, I know. But you train in bad atmospheres, and when you get to the game time, you're fine, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Can't stop staring at that fire from this position.
I see that. What a beautiful fire.
It's great ambiance we got going.
Makes me feel warmer because this place is also cold.
Well, right now it's 46.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
That's not too bad.
Real comfortable.
I live in the cold, brother. This cup's so cold, I need to wear a glove. Oh, man. Well, first, let's get into this. This is big news, Tom.
Okay.
The C-Team podcast, right? We've got our own
Thumbs down.
podcast wrap-up show, if
Just
you will.
kidding. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
By Gary the Painter.
Gary the Perverted Painter.
Yeah, I don't know why you call him perverted. Why do you call him perverted?
I just figure all painters are.
Think all painters are perverted? You're painting a broad brush? Calling all painters perverted?
Gary probably confirm it.
Well, I call him Gary the Painter.
Gary the Painter.
Fat Aaron, Caterpillar.
Fat Smelly Aaron. Caterpillar, yep.
And then you got
Braden. Meat and Muscles.
I don't know meat and muscles very well.
Yeah, jerky guy.
The beef jerky guy.
And then Big Poppy.
And then Big Poppy was on it, right?
Yeah. Getting some things squared away, but they're rolling.
And it's called the C-Team
Podcast. Yep.
We should leave a link for it, Tommy.
I can link it.
You should link it so they can
no problem. I can
listen to the wrap-up show. I mean, I listened to it, and I almost threw up. It was that bad.
I liked it.
I mean, all they did was suck your dick the whole time.
Yeah, it feels good.
I said, this is the worst fucking podcast
See, the issue
I've ever heard.
You got a hard time with the truth, brother.
You can't handle the truth, Tommy.
I think you're right. You can't handle it, Tommy.
It was pretty good, except they did suck your dick a little too much. I didn't like that.
I think that was my favorite part.
That part
If
was?
I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, this is a television show.
Yeah.
You got to be honest.
I'm going to be honest.
The fans want you to be honest.
Yeah, it felt good.
I thought the show sucked. The quality was terrible.
Yeah, that was a little hit or miss, but I think they got it figured out.
How do you think they got it figured out?
Well, because Braden was using like knockoff headphones, so it was like real. I don't know if it was the signal and the headphones.
Yeah,
it was all fucked up.
His signal and Poppy's signal weren't very good.
Yeah,
I don't think.
But Fat Aaron sounded good.
I thought Fat Aaron and Gary sounded really good.
Yeah,
and they meshed pretty good together. They talked. I think they did a pretty good job. Like they could talk like they could hold a conversation.
Right.
Except their conversation went nowhere. I don't even think they really even reviewed our podcast either.
they touched on some fine points.
But no, yeah, we got a wrap up show now. I think
like Howard Stern.
Yeah, I think they said they're going to drop it every day after we drop ours. So.
Well, they got to get the content.
That's true. We got to get the content, and
they also think this is ending.
They got to wrap it up.
Probably because my last Spotify title was the end of the podcast.
That's great. That's a great
Clickbait.
Exactly. That's what everything is now, is clickbait, right?
Yep, it is.
So, no, that was good because the way it ended the time before, because everybody thought that was such a good episode. I told you I got a lot of people talking about. People love controversy, right?
Yes.
So it was very controversial at the end when I was pissed and were yelling and all that. That was good stuff. And then we go to the next one. I'm like, oh, man, what's going to happen in the next episode?
Wow.
And then you say the next episode, the end of the podcast. That's perfect.
Yeah. No, they think we're going to go our separate ways. Little they know, this is what the thing you don't know about guys like me and Finn, which are hard to come by, especially in these times. You never forget where you come from.
Exactly, pal.
Okay? Now, if I got too busy, I would throw this podcast away and just say, fuck Finn, of course.
Yeah.
But I have time.
In a heartbeat.
No, in a heartbeat. 100%. No, you don't forget where you come from. You don't forget where your roots are. This podcast is our roots. We have a good following from it.
No.
We have fun doing it.
Yeah.
It's our excuse to hang out every week. Otherwise, probably wouldn't hang out. Too busy.
Well, that's true.
No, we have to.
We do. We have to once a week. And I think what is good with the Let's Get Stupid podcast is your personality is perfect with like my personality.
Right.
So we bounce off each other well. And it's me and you could talk to each other for hours, and we have for hundreds of thousands of hours just on here.
Right.
Easy. So
it's very easy. Yeah, sometimes you'll call me and you're like, because Finn's not a texter. He's not a texting guy. He's from the generation where guys really don't text. When they're 40 years old, you don't really text people. Like if it's a text like, hey, y'all be there in 10. Okay. Like it's not. We don't talk. We text. That's the whole point of it. So he'll call me for like 30 minutes.
Usually on a landline too.
Yeah, on a landline. And I'll pick up my rotary phone. Finn.
Yeah.
And then we talk for 30 minutes. I'm like, you fucking idiot. We just wasted all this content. Remember what we said. We got this in the podcast.
We just wasted content out there.
We fucked up.
I'm like,
we can replay
we almost shouldn't even talk till we just get on here.
I've thought about
but
that
sometimes
before.
you do say that, like, hey, just shut up. Let's get on.
Shut the fuck up. Press record. Because we're
Right.
going to fuck this up. Because we'll talk for 30 minutes. But that's just like, that's how we became friends. That's how we've podcasted. It's just like with my other podcast, Be Better, I have it act like if I'm interviewing somebody, I have notes. I've come to find out what I had Haley, I had notes. Made it easier for me. But for me and you, unless we have like questions, we don't fucking need notes. Because we could sit here and talk for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And just fucking bullshit. That's the easy thing about it. You don't have to think about it.
No.
That's what people like. It's like bar talk, It's like shooting the shit.
Yeah. Well, that's why I like the bar just because of and I was saying that on the Hook Fin Barbell show, which will drop at least hopefully 2 times a month. But I want to shoot that a lot for my YouTube, right? I want to build my YouTube up at least probably one video somewhere where I'm doing a bar talk style episode a week, hopefully, and then maybe using it again, this like kind of studio setup that I'm trying to build, and a regular video too. So just more content.
Yeah.
I got it. My whole goal is to put out as much content as I can in this year. So it's already fucking February.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like I was thinking about the other day, I'm like, people, some people make fun of those New Year's resolutions, but I'm like, man, it helps fucking some people out. It helps me out. It helps you stay goal oriented. If you're not a very goal oriented person, not that I don't have goals, but like little shit, like for me, like reading, right? I can't read. I have a very hard time doing it. I have a hard time sitting and reading.
Listen, same here, buddy.
I get so like, I'm just bored. I'm just like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm good. So I set the goal, and then not only setting the goal, but building the structure behind the goal to actually facilitate it. Not just be like, oh, I'm going to read a book.
Man, those are way too big words for us. You save those for Be Better podcast, pal.
But then it's January 30th, like it is now. It's February 1st, and your New Year's resolution that you started maybe to train more, to eat better, to do whatever, you didn't fucking even start. Or you did it for 2 weeks, and you're like, nah. You know what? I'm going to go back to my old shitty habits. That's what most people do. They go back to their old shitty habits, and then they look in the mirror and they fucking hate themselves.
Oh, that's not me, pal.
It's a softness that we live in these days.
Yeah, no, America's gotten very soft. They're going to ban the word American. I heard that too.
What?
They said you got to be a U.S. citizen now. American is a bad word. I heard that the other day on somebody's show.
Never heard that.
Yeah. Yeah, so you read a book, Callis.
Yeah, I
read your first book.
I wouldn't say my first book. A lot of times, though, like I'll read books, I'll get like halfway through it, I'll be like, oh, this is interesting. And then I'll put it down and I'm like, oh, man, fuck it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I read Simon Sinek's Why book. Pertains to a lot of stuff you can put into your business. Huh?
Why?
Why what?
Why'd you read it?
Oh, I thought that was blinking behind me. It threw me off. It was that fire.
That fire.
Why did I read it?
Yeah.
I I like Simon Sinek. He says a lot of good stuff about leadership.
Well, how'd you know about Simon Sinek?
Probably something came up on like Instagram or TikTok or something.
Huh.
And I'm like, oh, this is like interesting what he said. And then I follow him. Then you look into him, listen to a lot of his TED Talk, listen to like a lot of his speeches, and then I have a couple of his books now.
What?
Yeah, but my nanny got me that the why one.
Why?
Because she listens to this podcast.
Oh, this one?
So she picked up that I knew, like I said something about Simon Sinek, so she bought me the book.
Huh.
Yeah, she keeps up with me.
I guess.
Yeah. She keeps up with the times.
Why? I mean, why? What did you get out of it? What does it mean? What does why mean?
It means to so instead of always pushing the what in your business, to push the why. So he gives a lot of examples. Right, it gets kind of confusing.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm confused sometimes too when I talk about it. Because I think I got to read the book again. It's similar to Costco, right? Versus
why is
the structure of the company. So easy example I told you the other day was MacBook versus Dell or what is?
Yeah, Mac versus
who else makes computers?
Microsoft,
right?
Yeah.
Microsoft. If you're an Apple person, you're Apple through and through. A lot of times, look at you don't cover up the symbol on the back because people might put stickers on here, but they're not going to cover up that Apple, right? Because they're loyal to the brand because the company's established their why, even though their product, which is their what, might not be better than Dell, right? Maybe Android is better than iPhone.
No,
maybe
iPhone's the best.
Yeah,
I tried
because you love Apple.
Well, I tried to use that one phone one time a long time ago.
What phone?
The other kind. What is it called? Samsung or something?
Like an Android or something?
Yeah, and I remember the first time I ever squatted like 800 pounds, and I had it set up, and it didn't record, and then I threw it through the wall and broke it.
That's weird.
And Karen was pissed. And I said I dropped the weight on it. Really, I forgot to press the record button. I'm so mad.
Yeah, so that's a phone's fault?
Yeah, it was the phone's fault. Then I immediately went and got an iPhone. I was so happy.
Yeah,
because I hated it. I didn't like the Samsung.
Yeah, but people
I
identify
was used to it.
with the brand because they like the company's why of the product.
Well, I
to
think
innovate, to be better. So
be better. Come on.
If
Huck Finn Barbell Show.
It's he talks a lot about Apple has get-togethers with upper management and talk about the company.
Yeah.
They talk about bettering the company and new innovations and all this stuff. While he goes to Microsoft and they talk about beating the competition, as opposed to Apple, who wants to beat themselves. And that's where you start dividing the companies up. Now, Microsoft's always going to do well, right? But you're never going to buy an Android. I'm never going to buy a Microsoft computer. Even if it's superior and costs less, I'm going to buy Apple because I recognize more with the company because of how they operate and what is their why as opposed to their product.
But I buy it because I know it.
Because you've seen the company, you've seen the ads, it looks clean, it looks nice. It's a very easy product to use.
I think when I first got it, I was hooked in it. So I was hooked in the company because I used that first.
Right.
And then I just kept going. I think if you start off and then it all goes together because you got everything together with it.
Right. And I'm sure that's on purpose.
Of course.
Right. Your phone hooks up to your iPad, to your MacBook.
That's the best part of being in it.
You can press a button and it airdrops it, it screenshots it, all this shit. It's very easy. But you could probably do the same thing with an Android and a Dell or a Macintosh.
So you're saying
Microsoft.
Apple was trying to beat
Apple.
As Microsoft's trying to beat
Apple. And that's where they're losing out. What he describes when in his I'm not a fucking I don't know this shit, but he's describing if you're trying to be better yourself consistently,
you beat yourself.
You can beat yourself.
It's the same thing like you do in a gym. You don't compare yourself to somebody else that lifts more than you.
And that's what kills me.
It's the same thing.
These fucking guys are like, well, if you're a 198er, well, then if I can't squat even 700 pounds, I might as well not compete. I go, no.
Competing against your fucking self.
Against yourself. If you get very, very, very good, then you can show up to the meets, compete against the bigger guys or the better guys. But I'm like, what do you don't because we weigh the same doesn't mean we compete against each other. You go there for you. I'm here for me, brother. Yeah, I don't care who the fuck shows up. I don't care.
A lot of things that are in business is the same with fucking lifting weights. Mm-hmm. It really is.
Yeah. You got to better yourself. Mm-hmm. And sometimes your business needs a shakeup, right? You're like, okay, I'm bored. I'm bored doing my 5-3-1 workout from Jim Weather. Yeah. I'm bored just doing T-shirts. T-shirts are fun. I don't want to stop doing it. I don't want to stop training, but I want to add a pre-workout to my company because I think that'd be cool and I want something great. And instead of doing 5-3-1, I'm going to add this in now because I want to maybe get lean or something to do cardio.
Hold on. I like doing smart strength, right?
Yeah.
But I got bored with it. I'm going to rename it and repackage it. Be better. It's the same thing.
Somewhat, yeah.
What do you mean somewhat?
Yeah, it wasn't so much of a boredom as I think we could do more with the brand being a little bit broader. Because Smart Strength is kind of specific, right? Are you going to buy a T-shirt that says Smart Strength? If you're not a client, probably not.
Definitely not.
You're not going to go on there and be like, oh, I want this shirt because I'm not a client. But if you can resonate with the feeling of our why, which is being better in every aspect.
Your why? What is your mission statement?
It's on the website.
For real?
I probably can't rattle it off. Yeah.
Who wrote it?
What I usually do is I write things and I go, Jacob, fix this. And then he'll fucking doctor it up.
That's
So like,
what I do to Karen.
but the message is always the same, right? So
Yeah.
like the why of the company is always, it's easy, right? To be better, but to always consistently improve in every area that we can help you with. So whether that be better coaching, great. Whether it be, if we can eventually do like some life coaching, awesome. If we could do a YouTube series, right, or a podcast that me and Jacob are going to do, I'm going to do, Jacob's going to do, whatever,
right.
and people can relate to you and can see your experiences, then we can help improve somebody's life. So if we did a series on, say we did a 4-part or a 2-part series on Tom Finn's chest, right? What happened to your pecs? How did you recover it? And instead of saying, oh, I did banded stuff twice a week for 16 weeks, and then I finally did the bar. No. What did you do? What did you do in the mornings?
Mm-hmm.
I did this kind of fly. I did these kind of bands. I did tempo negatives, and then I had help getting up because I couldn't do it that well. The negative beat me up in this aspect that I never trained before, so I trained that more specifically to prevent this from happening again.
I'm lost.
Exactly.
But I get it.
But if you were more descriptive in the things you did, and I had a series that, Tom Finn's pec repair road to 500, people could be like, oh, fuck, I tore my pec.
Yeah.
How do I repair my pec? Because that's probably people Google. They don't fucking know.
You know how many people
that
contact me about tearing something?
So you need to fucking,
literally.
That's what I'm saying. You need to dive into that.
I mean, several times a week people contact me for fucking the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So I probably could do something on that.
Do it yourself. Do Tom. You know what I mean? You could do it, write your own shit out, do it on your Huck Finn Barble thing. But the whole thing is helping other people from a situation you've already been in.
So what's my why?
You tell me, brother.
Well, I can tell you what the why is about Be Bad. Society dictates a lot of things you should be doing.
Okay.
They say you should be respectful and considerate of others.
Oh, fuck everybody.
Be financially responsible.
Oh, no. Just fuck throw those bills away.
Be sure to limit your alcohol intake.
Oh, no, drink more.
Be kind. Please rewind.
Oh, no, fuck that rewind.
Well, I say fuck that shit. Be spending your money on ass, grass, and gas.
Oh, yeah.
Be the motherfucker in the room that slams the weights down. Be a beer-drinking, skull-chewing, whiskey-shooting son of a bitch. Be bad. Be badder. Be badass. Be the baddest motherfucker in the room. Be the real alpha.
Just like I say, everybody likes
That's our mission
Everybody
statement.
likes the loudest guy in the gym that's not annoying and the loudest guy at the bar that's not annoying.
Listen, that's our mission statement, pal. I think our mission statement beats Be Better. You don't even know what it is.
It's on the website, but I encompass
We need
it in
to
the
know
same
it.
vision, though. The same vision of it is what I explained.
Now, you didn't
I can't word for word it because I didn't read it off my phone. I read it off the top of my head.
I want to word for word it.
Because I understand what the company is.
No, you don't. I want to hear it.
I just told you.
Did you write that after I wrote my mission statement? That's what the people want to know.
Be Better was a thing before Be Bad existed, buddy.
But was the mission statement down?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, the website was already being worked on by Jacob in the background, buddy.
No, it was not.
Yeah, you're right.
God.
I just took whatever you did, then I did the opposite.
Go
And I said,
fuck
"That's
yourself, Callis. You know you did.
I said, do you want to be the bad drinker?
You said, no.
Come be a better drinker.
It says be respectful. You want to be respectful and considerate of others. Be kind, please. You rewind all your videotapes?
No, I put the DVDs right back in.
You fucking prick.
Done.
Do you even have VHS?
When I grew up, yeah.
You rewind?
I even had the VHSs that were smaller that you put in the bigger VHS.
Well, that was for like recording
Yeah,
off of
when you record off
camcorder.
camcorder,
Yeah, I
like the
remember
fucking
those.
thing.
Yeah.
Like the home movies, and you'd slip it in there, and then you'd
Oh,
fucking...
yeah.
My parents owned a VHS rental
did?
store.
In
Yeah.
Waterman?
Yeah.
They have a back room?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, your old man had all the porn then. Jesus. He was a man ahead of his time.
Yeah, so I'm very familiar with VHSs. They had a rental store. And then my
I
dad
never
kind
knew
of
that.
kind of saw like, oh, what's this? I think it was either DVDs were starting to hit the scene, or like you could do the Redbox. Nah, Redbox is too far
Netflix.
away. But like
it came in the mail.
I think DVDs were like starting to be like a thing.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, "Oh fuck, well, what are we gonna do? Fucking sell all this shit and then buy DVDs?" He goes, "Let's get out."
Right.
So then another guy bought it.
That's pretty smart.
I think they made like decent money.
That's
on it.
good.
Because it was nice too.
What was it called?
Oh, I couldn't. Waterman Video Rental.
Yeah.
Like just generic.
That's awesome.
But it was nice because I could leave school.
You ever go in the back room when you were a kid?
No, I wasn't allowed there.
Well, you never snuck in there though.
Nope.
Oh, jeez.
I was really young.
Well, like how young?
I don't know, second, third grade.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't think I was.
Thurston was probably back
I
there.
don't even know if I was in middle school. I don't think I was.
Yeah.
But we would walk there after school.
Well, when DVDs started coming out, like probably 98.
No.
Guess.
Well, like when were they like mainstreamed?
Was it 98, 99?
Let's look. When did DVDs?
Maybe it was later than that. Yeah, I think I had tapes.
Well, it says 97.
Yeah, but mainstream probably 98, 99, 2000.
Let's see, popular.
Probably a couple years after that.
The DVD format came out in late 99, but wasn't to about a year later after prices dropped on DVDs. It became popular. So, yeah, it was probably around that time where they're like, oh, fuck, we should probably get out.
Yeah. Huh.
But, I mean, half the savings was we could walk there after school and didn't have to have a babysitter.
Yeah.
Right? We could just go in the back room. Or not,
back room? I knew it, Callis.
The side room. And then, like, we had, like, our N64, so we, like, do our homework as fast as we could.
And
we'd play N64.
You had all the video games, too. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's something I never known. You learn something new every day on this podcast. Every week. That fire gets me every time. All right, what were we talking about again, Callis? We were way off subject.
How you really like my company or the company's why standpoint.
Yeah, that why. I just, man, I need you to read it word for word, verbatim.
I mean, I could probably look on the website.
Look it up, would you? I'd like to hear it.
Hope it's up there.
I'm looking at it right now. You got no why up there. No mission statement. Oh, God. Jesus.
Ready?
Look at this shit.
What the hell?
First idiot that pops up.
Show the camera.
is fucking
this guy doing
moron.
side lunges.
Yeah, side lunges in his fucking HFB shorts.
You know what, Finn?
And look at his wrestling shoes he's got on.
He's on the wrestling
mat.
He's
on the wrestling mat with the wrestling shoes on. That's Cowboy Camp Scott.
No one has to wake up and live your life but you. If you don't like it, take responsibility for it and work to change it. Take an honest look at the situation and yourself. Then commit to being the solution. There are a lot of factors that influences how you feel about life, relationships, fitness, and financial health. Some of these factors are outside of your control. Some are not. However, the one thing you always have control over is you. Your mentality, your education, your effort, your discipline, and your life. Be Better Brand is a lifestyle movement that focuses on continuous self-improvement in all aspects of life. You know what motivation is like? It's like a sugar rush.
Oh, this is still part of it?
If you take enough of it, you can get a high, but you'll eventually come crashing right down. Oh. Your why, your reason why you do what you do. Focusing on your why is what allows you to cultivate the discipline to make a change. The formula to be better is simple, like I said, very simple, but highly effective. Identify, educate, do equals better. We're not chasing perfection. We're chasing the very best version of yourself that you can be.
Okay, first off, Tommy, I don't know how you couldn't remember all that. And second off, I read that in the David Goggins book last week.
Then he stole from us.
I'm just kidding. Well, that's pretty good, Tommy. Be Better Brand.
Bam.
There it is.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a little longer than Be Bad, but, I mean, both equally as good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, right. Tit for tat, really.
Right there. Jesus.
I'm glad my pants don't have holes in them. People see them on the video now.
Well.
You ever get crotch holes from your legs rubbing too much when you walk? It's like the worst, man. Every pair of pants. Except for these. I don't wear these too much. It's a little tight.
What jeans do you wear, Tom?
I usually only wear Lucky brand.
I wear those.
But I go to the outlet store when they're like they used to be 2 for $100.
Well, I know, that's where I got them.
That was like the best deal ever.
Yeah.
You know, then I'd have the same pair of jeans for 2 years.
Yeah.
Flip flop.
I think I had them for 4 years.
Now they're like 2 for like 120 or 130. I mean, they're just a little ridiculous.
I ain't been there in 4 years.
So I've been just wearing the ones with the holes in them usually.
That's good.
Like, I don't know. I can't afford this.
No.
No way.
Put it all towards the Be Better brand.
That's all my money's at right now.
And all that money.
All that riding on there. So
you put that. What do you call that? The Al. That what's his name said? You guys
Al
used the Alpha
AI.
Yeah, that's it. You put all your money to that for that whatever
That
you
logo.
call it. Not the logo. The Y statement.
Oh, yeah, okay. That was passion.
You know, after you said, or Jacob Ross said, used AI for stuff, right?
Yes.
And I never really heard much about it. And then the very next day on the Score Sports Radio I listened to at work, they talked about all AI stuff and how crazy it is, and that people that are in college use that to write whole papers on now. Like, they can write whole papers, and they can't even tell that it's plagiarized. That's how good it is. I never even heard anything about AI until Jacob Ross said it was so weird because, like, the next day I'm sitting at work, and they're talking about AI shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know what that is.
On Sports Radio. I said, Jacob Ross just talking about this yesterday. Shit.
That's wild.
That's some weird, wild shit right there, brother. Yeah. So what else do you want to get into? What do we want to cover tonight?
We wanted to cover our mission statements for sure. I had no.
We
had that
we
written
did
down.
that. That was definitely a bullet point.
Cam's birthday is Friday.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Okay, so what's that? The 3rd?
Yeah. Tomorrow's the 2nd.
Yeah, February 3rd. Cam's
yeah,
birthday.
talk about Cam's birthday a little bit. You said a little bit about that in the gym there.
So I told Cam Tuesday last night we were training, and I'm like, hey, what do you, your birthday's Friday. You want to do anything?
Yeah.
You know? No, I want to squat. Well, yes, we're gonna train.
Right.
But like, do you want to do something? You like
get a beer or something?
I want to lift. I'm like, oh, okay.
Probably worried about getting a tattoo in the morning.
Yeah, probably. You don't want to mess his skin up. He's like, and then like 20 minutes later, he's like, hey, you know what? We could have a couple beers afterwards. A couple brewskis.
What? Just sit in the fucking gym and drink a couple beers?
I don't know. And I was like,
he's
oh,
done that
yeah,
out
maybe.
here a couple times.
I was like, I think Amber has a babysitter Saturday, so I think we're like come like pick you up, take you out.
Yeah, go out.
Oh no. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, unless it's a tattoo shop.
Yeah,
that's fucking relax.
We'll go to
Cam.
a tattoo shop for sure.
And he goes, I'm locking all the doors.
Why?
I go,
So you can't show up?
I said, I'll pick that lock.
What do you mean he's locking all the doors? He didn't want to go out.
He doesn't want anybody to come picking him up.
Why not?
I don't know. He's very weird.
Huh.
It's almost too much where you think there's something going on. He has bad memory on his birthday or something.
Ooh. He's either that or he's wearing his wrestling shoes, acting like he's wrestling somebody in that little garage he's got. Yeah, dropping down doing single legs and shit. That's what he's going to do on Saturday night. And the doors will be locked in the main house.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, Dixie
I'm busy.
Dixie will be looking out the window, worried about him. He's just in there fucking doing drills.
Yeah, yelling.
Think he's in like fucking Southmore High School again.
Yeah. Yeah, so he said he's locking the doors and won't let me in. And then I said, well, I'll have Dixie come out and I'll take her out.
Oh, boy. What do you say about that?
Oh, no, she'll be with me. I go, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to bring Amber. And me, Amber, and Dixie are going out. We're going straight to the strip club, buddy. We're going to leave you at home.
Oh, boy.
Well, we'll see.
Well, we'll see. Well,
okay. Well, I don't know why he's so against. Like, my birthday's coming up, too, but I don't. Like, somebody say, hey, we're going out. Well, sounds good, brother.
Yeah.
Not, I'm locking myself in the
Well,
basement.
some
Don't
people
leave
are
me
weird
alone.
about their birthdays, though.
Yeah, but that's a weird thing to be so weird about.
About birthdays?
Isn't that weird?
I think so, but people are weird about them.
I don't know.
Like, I was weird about my 30th birthday. I didn't want to turn 30.
Yeah, I'm still in my 20s, luckily, so.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah. I can't.
That was probably the weirdest one I had.
I can't imagine being 30.
That's coming up in a couple of weeks, ain't it?
Oh, no. I'm still in my 20s. So.
I'm locking myself in. I'll never turn 30.
I'm still in my 20s.
I'm going to lock myself in my basement.
Yeah. If I'm not out, it never happened.
Yeah.
I won't know what day it is.
Locked up in the cage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll let everybody know where we're going to be Saturday night. We want to meet up for Cam's birthday.
Yeah, Cam's birthday.
Big meet up, maybe at the Brown Pub or something.
Yeah, right. Hinkley IL. Lamplighter for Lucky.
Yeah, if we make it.
Yeah,
see how the girls are doing.
Depends on what goes on.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Cowboy Cam.
Happy birthday,
Scott.
Cam. 31. Yep. 31, he's a stepdad. So
He's a stepdad, and he's
just how we planned it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you want to get at some of the – Jesus Christ, I didn't think we'd have this many. There's only like 200 people saw this. It's already like 20 questions. That's pretty good. We just put it on the fucking Let's Get Stupid. If you're not following, Follow at Let's Get Stupid podcast.
Also,
Go ahead.
follow YouTube.
Oh yeah, Let's Get Stupid
YouTube. Yeah.
Is it Let's Get Stupid podcast, right?
Finn, you can't.
It is.
I don't know.
It is. I know it has. I'm almost
Yeah,
positive.
it has to be.
Because it was Let's Get
Same
Stupid
as the
podcast
Gmail.
at Gmail.
Yeah.
So it's at Let's Get Stupid podcast on
YouTube.
Instagram.
Oh, yes.
And then the Let's Get Stupid YouTube is connected to it. Their website is.
Yeah.
So you can find it both on the Let's Get Stupid podcast on Instagram.
Yep.
And then all the videos are now being uploaded, and they sound 1,000,000 times better than when we first started because we had no idea what we're doing, right?
Now we still don't know what we're doing, but it's
Little-
better.
We're a lot better than what we were, man.
We got a fire.
Listen, when we first started, we didn't think we were supposed to hear out of these.
Billy reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Remember, you didn't think you were supposed to hear on your headphones? Like, fuck you, man.
I know it.
Like, I forgot.
That was a big hurdle we had to cross by like episode 8.
He didn't fucking know. Wait, the motherfucker told me to get this equipment. He didn't tell me I needed this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, then if he didn't use it, I don't need it.
Yeah.
You know, they had one the whole time probably, and I look like an idiot.
But no, and the audio sounds great, man. I'm telling you, these audio, the headphones, whatever. What do we use? What are they called?
Audio Technica, and then a Behringer.
There you go. Tell these
mixer
people
board.
they might want to know.
They can DM me. I'll just send them the links for it.
Yeah, we sound great. I mean, as good as any other podcast there is,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that's
that's
huge.
good.
You
That's
want
good.
it like audio is fucking huge.
Yeah, if you have shitty audio, like the C team,
God.
ugh,
Yeah, good
clean
luck.
it up.
Yeah, C team might need to come over and borrow me or Tom's equipment.
Yeah, I mean, well, rent. I mean, rent. You could, it's
Yeah,
gonna cost
rent.
you.
It's
It's
gonna
not
cost
free.
you a lot.
It costs us a lot of money that we had to tell Matt Hayden to buy it.
Exactly,
Come
man.
on.
Yeah, go get
Sorry.
Matt Hayden to sponsor you
I don't know what
guys.
to tell you.
Hey, you mind sponsoring the C Team podcast?
We just all need brand new iPhones. We all need boards.
yeah, computers.
Yeah. So if you want to get a couple $10,000 IOUs, get us
Yeah,
started.
that's just as good as money.
Yeah. What are these questions we got?
Oh
man?
shit, I forgot. Yeah, I just wanted everybody to follow the Instagram here. We are live is question number 1.
Good. Was that Keith Honeycutt?
That is not a good question. Well, here we go. Here's the first question.
Oh, I got a question.
Ab Strong.
You want them to go?
You want to go? You
I,
go
I
first.
do have a question.
If it's good, don't forget it.
Well, hold on. We're like 4 weeks from the Arnold. Are you going with a booth?
Oh Jesus, I don't know.
Fans need to know. I need to know.
Yeah, they do.
Cam needs to know. He's not going, but he needs
I
to
just
know.
talked to Cam about it the other day. Remember we talked about it?
Yeah.
I talked to Cam the next day because it was Thursday night,
Yes.
and he said, I'd probably go Saturday if I'm not working. And I said, well, listen, Cam, are you sure you're even going to go Saturday if you're not working? And then he's like, well, I'll probably go Saturday if I'm not working. Well, first off, I don't think he works many Saturdays, right? Tom, I mean, you know his schedule more than I do.
See this number I'm holding up right here?
That is a 0 for you guys that aren't watching on video.
That's a 0. He has work 0 Saturday. He's very worried about working Saturdays.
Yeah, I know. That's what I heard. And I told him if I am not having a booth, I will be leaving Friday for the Arnold. And I'll be there all day Saturday and come home Sunday. That's if I don't have a booth.
You got to probably figure this out soon.
It's got to be figured out this week for sure.
I was saying, kids, Karen's going to have to fucking. I don't see a lot of shirts on these shelves, so she's going to have to get cooking.
Like a motherfucker. So, I mean, we do have a lot of supplements. We just got
that'd be nice.
We just got a huge shipment in this week, a Ring of Fire and stuff. So, no, I mean, I think we should definitely go. I did see Massonomics is always good, right? We always make fun of them.
Yes.
But they did send me a link because they listened to the show, and they sent me a link. There is a way to view of where people are at now.
Oh.
There wasn't before, or unless they had some special one that we didn't have
They
access
probably
to.
sent it to them specially.
It could have been, but I don't know. You will. Yeah, we should. I guess we should make some kind of announcement this week. 100%.
Because people are starting to announce now.
Yeah, either
I've seen
we will be at this booth, or you can see us on Saturday somewhere. It's one or the other. Yeah, I'd like to get a booth again, man. I almost died. I was saying that on YouTube the other day. Like 2019, we had a booth, and man, I drank a lot of fucking beer. It's just, I get in that atmosphere, and you have that crowd, and it's just, and everybody's there, and I don't want to let everybody down. I want to drink a beer like everybody because they came to see me, and I feel like if I don't, I might be letting somebody down, right? Somebody might have come all the way there to drink some beer with me, and if I don't drink a beer with them, I let them down, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I can't.
So I sat there, and I mean, I drank so much damn beer. Hell, one night I had to get carried home by the world's strongest dwarf.
I do remember that. He didn't do a very good job.
No, I ended up falling asleep underneath the table.
Yeah,
that was his bad.
That was very embarrassing.
Yeah, it was very embarrassing. But no, I mean, obviously we do it again, and if that does happen, I'll try to limit my intake to about 22 beers during the Arnold a day instead of maybe 32 beers, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go.
You don't think you would go?
If you didn't have a booth.
Well, if you're me.
No, me.
You yourself.
I just.
Well, I think going there helps. Just interacting with people, right? And you get to meet. You get to meet the companies, and you get to meet people. You get connections. A lot of it's about just getting connections there. I've gotten a lot of connections from going to either the Arnold, the Fit Expo,
I guess
Olympia, any of that stuff that has always helped me in either my business or anything. You know, it's just the. I mean, I'm just trying to think of companies like Icon Meals, Monster, all the people I've met. You know, that's helped me through the years. It's all been through meeting them at certain events mostly. Right. So it's just really good to connect with people at those kind of things. So that's one reason for sure going because of that.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't think about that.
You know, so and then just meeting also like the people that follow me, right? You get to even if I don't have a booth, I still met like thousands of people last year.
Yeah, but it's just so much easier to like have one location to be at the whole time, and you have like something to do like all the time.
It is
as opposed to like just floating around. Like, what if this guy's over here?
Floating sucks.
You know,
and there's so many people. I don't want to move. I don't like crowds like that. I like being in one location, right?
Right.
And then the crowd coming to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much easier. And like last year, I think it was a good call not having a booth. I don't think it was as good, but I think it's got to be better this year, right? I just do. Everything else is getting better. COVID's like a thing of the past, I guess. You know, I mean, you don't hear it anymore.
Right.
I mean, last year there still was like, oh, you got to wear a mask here, which nobody did, right?
Right.
But they still had like stuff. I don't know, and people didn't. Like I said, it was probably 50, 60% of what it was. I think it'd be 60, 70, 80% of what it was maybe this year. So I mean, it's still a lot of money for a booth.
That blows my mind. They wouldn't drop the price.
They upped it. They actually upped the price, and that's what pissed me off is what they upped. They not only upped it, but they wouldn't let you pick where your booth was. Right, every year you got to pick where you wanted your booth.
Right.
So if you're first come, first serve, like you want this spot, you want this end cap spot or something, you can get it. You just got to pick it right away. No, they don't. They pick for you.
Ugh.
So that was kind of bullshit. But yeah, I think it's overall it's still good for you to be at. Just make connections and meet the followers and everything else and hang out with people.
Yeah.
And it's like one time a year where most people are at one location, right? More than anywhere else. I've been to every expo.
Right.
And the Arnold was always by far the best.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you and me went to your LA Fit Expo, right? Did you go to Chicago one? I don't remember.
I went to Chicago once, LA with you.
Chicago wasn't very good.
Oh, it's like terrible.
No, it was bad. LA was good. I think LA Fit Expo at the time was better than the Olympia because I've been to the Olympia too.
Yeah. Yeah, we had fun at LA.
To me, it was like the Arnold, the LA Fit Expo, and then the Olympia, right? So
I just hate how expensive those fucking hotels are. Because you want to be almost in the host hotel, but then they're like, oh, $500 a night. And you're like, oh, my God. I go fucking 30 minutes down the road and get like $50 a night.
It's true.
Like, it's like, Jesus, man.
I know. But then you got to fucking drive.
I know. Yeah.
So it's kind of like either I fucking drive or I think the last year I stayed right across the street. It was perfect. I stayed at I don't know what it was, the Hilton or whatever. One of them. Yeah. The one that was just right across the street.
I'm gonna look at prices. What's the main
I think we
hotel?
paid $300 last year.
Still, it's like per night for 5 nights. Like
Not that. 5. Well, shit.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4.
That's 4 nights. Yeah.
What's that host hotel?
God, I don't know. It's the one that's connected to the convention center. That was always the most expensive. Remember, I had my sponsors get my rooms before. Remember, we went up there and Homeless was up there with the shoes off. I'll never forget that.
Is it a Hyatt?
No, I think it might be the Hilton.
I'm trying to look
I think it's the Hilton. That's connected.
I'm just curious what the fucking prices are right now.
My guess is the Hilton Convention Center, Columbus, Ohio.
And when is the date?
March like 2nd, 3rd, 4th or something.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see. If you stayed for the weekend, I'm trying to see how much it is. What's your guess?
My guess is $300 to $400 a night. And that's the one connected. I think the one
Greater Convention Center. There's one like right there. What is that?
there's like 2 or 3 of them that were connected, but the one is the main one, right?
Hampton Inn was across the street.
The Hampton's where I stayed at across the street. What's that one?
$373 a night.
Jesus. So the other one's gonna be $500.
They're on the other side of the fucking highway.
No, it's right across.
413.
The one across the street is the Hampton, and that's when I stayed at last year. It's the one directly across from the Arnold statue.
Yeah, and then there's
come in those side
AC
doors.
Hotel Marriott.
The Marriott, is that the one connected to it?
437. I can't find the one connected to it.
I thought the Hilton was connected to it.
I see it says Arnold statue,
Right.
and it's just saying right here.
Well,
It's not saying-
the one was like towards the bottom, Tom.
What?
Somewhere towards the bottom. So if the statue and the side one,
There's a statue.
so across the street, right, there's 2 places, and then behind the statue, towards your,
Towards up, right?
well, it's either up or down, one or the other.
Exhibit hall. I don't see the fucking.
One of them was connected to it.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't see it.
My guess it used to be $500 a night. I
Yeah,
know, because I
yeah.
had to get it. Jesus, still 3 something, huh? A night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Pay
Yeah.
to play.
So last time
King bed. Here you go. Here's your $500 a night. Now it's all of a sudden it's going back up. Hampton Inn Suites $499, $544.
Jesus. Jeez. Crazy. Yeah, no, we stayed there, right? And the year that we had all the shit, we had the trailer that we brought, and I had the truck. I had the white truck then, and I had to park it in the parking lot across the street, and they charged me like $100.
Ugh.
So that's another.
That's just that
bitch.
gets annoying. You know what I mean?
Nothing worse. I mean, day one's great. Like that night, you get there, some excitement, and then
Right.
like the day you get there and set everything up, your booth set up, and then the next day is awesome, and then that second day, whew, I feel like I got hit by a train. I don't want to see anybody. I just want to fucking die.
Yeah.
And then I have like a couple beers, and then I start playing strawberry wine,
Strawberry
and then I start getting fired up again. Then I'm good to go. Then I'm dead again. I'm like, oh, and then Sunday's like the worst because it's like it's kind of dead.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking nursing a terrible
And
3-day
we're
hangover.
like hours away from packing the whole thing up.
Oh yeah, I would never leave again on a Sunday.
That sucks.
It's just for me, right? It's the worst. I'd rather just relax, like Sunday night and kind of recover, and then drive home that Monday morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's yeah, we got to decide. So I guess it's up to Mrs. Barbell if she really wants to do it or not. You know, I mean that's not my call.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing's
your call.
Well, no, it's true, but to me, even if if I wanted it would be 50-50 either way. I would say whatever she would say because it wouldn't bother me either way. I think if we have it in a booth, it's great. If not, it's great too because I don't know. I mean, how much money are you really going to make there? You don't know.
But it's how much future money you're gonna make.
That's true. That's the one thing. The people that can see you for the first time too. That's another
Right.
thing. That's what's good about being there is that.
Yeah, you're never gonna know that number.
No.
Never, buddy.
Hey, let's get to these goddamn questions, man.
Yeah, let's get to the questions.
Shit, we got
man.
300 questions. Okay, hopefully you haven't touched on it yet, but how do you feel about the first C-Team podcast? Well, we touched on it,
Yeah.
so I'm sure you already
Oh,
heard
I
it.
love it.
Yeah, a great podcast. I hate the podcast, but I
Yeah.
think it'll be good.
Yeah.
You know, it's just better for us. Obviously, they're talking about us, right?
Yeah.
So
They're just stealing our fans, though.
oh yeah, they could. What if everybody goes to the C-Team podcast and nobody listens to Let's Get Stupid?
Nah, podcasts are like sunshine.
What does that mean?
Enough for everybody.
There's enough sunshine for everybody?
Do you run out of sunshine? Because I had too much of it.
Listen, I'm a sun worshiper, for one.
You're an
For
idiot.
two,
One, you're an idiot.
I can't. For two, well, listen, we all know I'm an idiot, right? For 2 or 3, how many podcasts do you listen to, Tom?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
C-Team.
See?
Let's get
How much
stupid.
time?
Be better.
How much time do you have to listen to podcasts?
So I don't have as much time anymore. Like I listen to Rogan if I know there's like an interesting guest that I want to listen to, but I used to listen to every Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
Every fucking what was your Mark Bell's podcast? I used to listen to them all because I drove for 2 hours a day every day.
Same here.
So I'm like, oh, I'm dying.
I don't now.
I don't have enough podcasts now. I drive 15 minutes, and if I'm driving at work, I'm driving for 10, maybe 20 minutes, and then it's like, put my headphones in, start a podcast, drive, and then stop, and then it's like, then you fucking forget about it.
The only time I'll listen to podcasts if I'm like sometimes
or driving here.
If I'm working or something, and I'll put my headphones in and I'll listen to them.
Yeah.
But I don't listen to podcasts that much.
No, I
Shows
just
too much.
I will if it's like an interesting guest though. Like he just had Jordan Peterson on, and I've listened to that twice already.
Oh God,
it's a lot of information.
That guy's always on there.
I've only been on like a handful of times.
That's a lot.
I mean, yeah, Joe Rogan, big deal, but so he was on, so that's pretty interesting.
I'm very excited to see where the C Team podcast goes.
Are you?
Oh yeah,
fired up.
I wonder how long their show's going to be. 30 minutes?
Yeah,
an hour?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's hard because you have 4 people you have to line up in 4 different places.
We should have cold called one of those guys and asked him about it.
Could do it right now. I could do that.
Cold call him right now.
Who?
Fat Aaron or the painter Gary.
Well, I don't know. What'd you do with my fucking plug-in shit? Where's my bag? You gotta get my bag.
All right.
In my bag.
Where's it at in your bag?
Just give me the whole bag. You'll never find it. We'll just put the bag here. Yep, dropped it. Who do we? I think should we call? It's either got to be Gary or Aaron.
This is a cold call. You think Gary or Aaron will would answer?
There it is.
This is going to be great. At least one of them is going to answer.
Oh yeah. If you didn't fuck this thing up by playing with it the other day.
I never touched that one.
Liar.
Jesus, what have you been doing? Cocaine or something, Tommy? Do you have any narcotics?
No, I don't do drugs.
Who are you going to cold call first, buddy?
Oh shit, we got a drug test. What kind of drugs are we testing?
Oh God.
Let's go. I'm gonna call the guy that talked the most last time.
Fat Aaron. Well, I guess we'll be surprised.
I don't like know what I'm doing here.
Who are we calling? What the hell is that?
Hello.
Hey, who is this?
Who's this? You called me.
Fat Aaron, you piece of shit. You are live on the Let's Get Stupid podcast with Tom and Tom.
Never heard of it.
Well, we know, though, that's a bold-faced lie. We got a lot of questions coming in hot on this line right here about the C-Team podcast.
Yeah. So we're giving you a voice of the voiceless on our airwaves. What do you want to say about it?
No, we're the voice of the voiceless. Don't you dare steal my tagline.
This guy's getting cocky.
Jesus Christ.
We can cut you off at any time, Aaron. Okay, so watch what you say, buddy.
Hey, the phone's a two-way street, pal. I could end this call real quick.
Less publicity for your new show? I doubt it.
Oh, no, the average show about 4 idiots podcasting about 2 other idiots isn't going to get publicity. Oh, no.
Is he mocking our show right now?
Is he mocking us? This is best. This is the best he's got. His opportunity.
This is
shine.
This is probably the biggest opportunity you've had in years.
I just mocked myself. That's how stupid you guys are.
This is Let's Get Stupid podcast. You piece of shit. Tom's about to hit the button. You better say something good. He's about to hang up on you.
What makes you think I'm not going to hang up on him?
That's it.
That's
all you get, buddy.
Man,
wow, what a piece of shit.
He just ruined that. Call the other guy.
Let's call Gary.
Yeah, man. Fat Aaron, what did he really fucking
shit? I hit FaceTime.
Shit, don't FaceTime me, you idiot. Fat Aaron, you really fucked up.
Wow.
That was your whole opportunity.
Let's see what his other host does.
Here we go.
Tell him you have a painting emergency. He'll know what that means.
Yeah.
Tom Callis.
No, actually, this is Tom Finn, and we have a painting emergency.
Oh, God, I can't imagine it's actually an emergency.
Can you get your paintbrush out here immediately?
Oh, Jesus Christ. When is there not an emergency in the paint world?
You are live on the Let's Get Stupid podcast.
Oh, boy.
Talking to Tom and Tom. And your friend.
Are you excited to be on for one? We just want to know.
I'm always excited, especially when you guys catch me, just laying in bed scratching my nuts.
What are you laying in bed for? It's like 7 o'clock, ain't it? 8:45.
Buddy, when you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and then go hard all day,
Oh, man. Nobody here does that.
I took some Let's Get Stupid earlier, so it fucking knocks me right on my head.
This guy's ready to sleep.
You prick. Hey, we just talked to your co-host, Fat Aaron, and he got hung up on because he sucks so bad.
I never hung up on a guest. I hung up on him.
No, within like, 25, 30 seconds?
Yeah, he was very rude.
He was rude to the show. He acted like an asshole, and Tom hung up on him.
Come on, don't
Yeah.
be rough. I believe the guy was working around his house or something.
Oh.
You seen Miss Jirian over there with 2 kids in her arms?
Oh, yeah. We don't realize that to have kids and work on your house.
That's true, too. Listen, we gave him a perfect opportunity to explain the podcast, tell people where to go and everything else, and he acted like a prick.
He just badmouthed everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, come on. He didn't give you guys any information?
Nothing.
No, we were complimenting him how good he did on his podcast. He was well-spoken. You and him had a good vibe.
Yeah.
And then he just complete prick.
Well, I said you guys sucked Callis's dick the whole time, and I hated the show, but other than that, it was pretty good.
Well, the thing about it is, boys, I don't do anything on the back end. I told them, hey, I'll take care of all the technical detail and
On the back end?
But,
yeah, this is getting real personal,
you know.
man.
Well, we don't got my back end's got enough issues, please. Let's not even touch the back end talk.
Jesus Christ.
But,
this show's getting real weird.
But you know, I don't do the whole social media thing. So I told him, hey, listen, I'll do all the real shit. All you guys got to do is get on the social media. So
Well, this is bigger than social media right now. You are
guys
live
ever
on our
heard of,
podcast. You're live on our airwaves. This is
no,
bigger.
I understand. I don't do social media though, so no one's ever going to find me on social media.
Well, no,
Real
listen,
simple.
hold on. We don't need to find you on social media. We need to know where to find the podcast so everybody that listens to our podcast can find.
Oh, that's
C
really
Team.
easy. Just type in the C Team podcast.
See, that's all Fat Aaron had to say.
Yeah.
Instead, he acted like a prick to us.
What a jerk.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
He
I'm
might
sure
have
he'll
just,
talk about it on the podcast tomorrow.
he might have just cost the podcast fucking millions of listeners.
Yep.
Oh boy, millions?
That's
That's
too bad.
that's a stretch.
Well,
That's
at
a
least
stretch.
tens.
Yeah, I would say that for sure.
Oh yeah.
I believe the last show got maybe 9 downloads.
Listen,
So we're out here.
9
killing.
downloads, you could probably get that at least 10 times that if you explain to the audience, our audience, which we have thousands of times of that, right?
Depends on
Why?
the region, right?
What is your why? Tom wants to know what your why is. He just read a book about why. So what is your why?
What-
Explain your
what's my
podcast
why?
to the audience, yeah.
We really don't have a why. You know,
Not a
like-
good start.
I like that a lot.
Not a good start.
It's a situation where we
There we
listen
go,
to your
that's
guys' podcast. We're buddies with you guys. We
Okay.
get talked about. We talk about you guys, and let's figure why not just go ahead and start fucking recording it?
All right, so that's a lot better than what Fat Aaron said. I'll go with that. That is
Yeah.
way better. Now the audience kind of knows what to expect a little bit and where to find the show, what it's about, and who's on it.
Yes, yeah. I mean the thing is you guys are really really popular guys, right? So we
Butter us up.
want to give the voice to
The voiceless.
the side of the world that isn't good enough
He's
to
locking
be
up.
featured on your guys' show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We want to give the Gary the painter and the Fat Aarons and the Lou Nutters. We want to give them a voice. I want people hear our opinion, because we actually know what goes on behind the scenes because we talk to you guys.
There you go.
But
Behind the scenes.
not the rest of the world might not.
That's good. So that's why people would
You know
listen to
what?
the podcast.
Well, if I am live, I got a little bit of a bone to pick with you fellas. What's the whole perverted thing?
Oh, here we
What's
go.
that all about?
Well, first off, I never called you perverted, and I did ask Tom that at the beginning of this podcast, and Tom said all painters are perverts.
Ask Gary. He'll know.
Yeah, and he said Gary
Jesus
already knows
Christ.
he's a pervert.
That is not true.
That's
That is
exactly
not
what I
true.
told him.
Proving me wrong.
There you guys go, badmouth me on the podcast and sucking Tom off, and he's calling you perverted.
Drunks, drug addicts. Painters are a lot of things, but perverted, they're minor few.
Well, listen, I bet there's a lot of perverted painters out there. Tom's right on that, but I just don't know why he called you personally.
It roll off the
Perverted.
tongue. If he's a painter, I need something with a P. What am I gonna say?
Yeah,
He
you always
took-
got to double up that.
He
P,
took
Tom.
that.
You go
Speaking of
P.
peas, he took that personally.
Yeah, he did with another P.
Be better, Tom.
I'm
What the
working on
fuck?
it. Yeah.
He said he's working on it.
Well, I'm just
We're out here
I'm,
practicing what we preach.
I'm being better, being honest.
It's something, It's something. So Fat Aaron just got hung up on, huh?
Yeah, he was yelling about it's a two-way street. I can hang up on you, and I didn't even let him finish. I hung up on him. Well, I'm not going to tolerate that in this podcast.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. I
You
mean,
know?
listen, he came on our podcast, on our airwaves, acting like a complete jagbag. You know, the guy gets out. I mean, that costs
His
a lot
head
of
got
money to
big.
come on here.
His
You know what I
head
mean?
got big. You know?
It did. I mean, he's gotten a little too big for his britches.
You better reel him
Gets,
back in tomorrow.
Gets one podcast, and then he fucking just goes off.
I mean,
On the podcast,
that
he's supposed to
mustache
like.
is, that mustache he's got going is big time, boys.
I
Big
think-
personality follows it.
I'm telling you, I think that Chicago in him, the Chicago's getting to him. You know, he's getting way too city. And he's acting like
Hey, should I try
Southside.
should I try the plugged-in headphones? How do I sound?
You sound pretty good right now.
Oh, you sound
You
normal.
sounded bad at first. You sound like you're on speaker or something. Now you sound better.
Oh, that's good.
What do
You
you
know,
got?
we got to keep the quality high. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
good
if you
thinking.
guys heard our first episode, but the quality
Yeah, a little
was
rough.
incredible.
Yeah. Well, you might as well stay on for a couple of these, pal, because we got the next question is hot take. The C Team podcast is more coherent than the Let's Get Stupid podcast.
Who said that? Fat Aaron?
Some guy named Wine Cellar.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah.
We're more coherent.
Well, that's a fucking lie.
Well, it's a bold-faced lie.
You guys were some of the least coherent stuff I've ever heard, especially from those other two guys,
I
Big
would
Poppy and fucking Beef Jerky.
I'd agree with 50% of that. 50% of the Let's Get Stupid podcast might be more coherent.
Gary's now, mind you, when Gary answers, he's huffed a lot of paint in his life.
That's true.
So a lot of things are not going to really keep up.
Well, here you go.
Listen, you cocksucker, I'm giving you a compliment. I'm calling the smarter side of the fucking Let's Get Stupid podcast more coherent than the other
Oh,
50%.
Oh, okay.
Here we
gotta
go.
explain that.
Sucking Callus's cock again.
Well,
Boy, speaking of sucking,
I don't blame him.
Speaking of sucking Callus's cock, here's another one, Callus, for you.
That sounds good.
Fuck, marry, kill, Fat Aaron, Gary the Painter, or Cam.
Whew. Let's see.
Oh, you
well,
know you're
Aaron's
marrying
dead.
Cam.
Aaron's dead after that conversation we just had.
That's easy. Get rid of him.
I definitely marrying Gary. He's all over the place. You know, and he's a painter. You can't trust him.
You're
so-
marrying?
I'm gonna have to
Gary?
fuck Gary, and I'm going to marry Cam.
Oh, jeez.
Buddy, that might be the biggest mistake you've ever made.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna? How so?
I don't know if you know anything about diverticulitis, but it's a fucking mess down there, bud.
Oh, God.
Oh boy. Well, I'll stick to the upper half.
I mean, you could receive.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Gary. This is hypothetical. Relax over there, all right?
No,
See,
you're-
painters,
I'm
perverts.
just saying,
I'm just saying.
Go on. What other questions you guys got going there? The hot
Okay,
takes.
relax.
Okay,
relax.
fuck, marry, kill, cans, bottles, and drafts. I think I'll take that one.
Oh yeah, you get that one. I get the dudes. Awesome.
I'm gonna kill drafts. I'm gonna marry cans. I'm gonna fuck bottles because I like cans the best. Tommy,
That question's not for me.
what do you mean it's not for you?
Well, it's clearly a you question.
Well, I mean it could be for both of us.
All right. Well, I don't like draft beer. That's the worst.
That's what
so
I
I'm
said.
killing that.
Right?
I would go. I'll just do the opposite.
You
I'll-
like bottles
I'll
better than
marry
cans?
bottles and I'll fuck cans.
Okay.
Feel a little more high class to drink out of a bottle. You know, if I'm showing off a little bit.
Personally, I think bottles are for women, but go ahead. Here's a good one from a guy. I'll say his name afterwards. Are you worried the C Team podcast will take over? Let's Get Stupid.
Oof.
That's from Big
You
Poppy.
see, I'm gonna interject. I'm gonna interject here. Real
Get
quick,
after it,
'cause There
Gary.
is no C Team podcast without the Let's Get Stupid genre.
Oh well,
The,
now
the umbrella of Callus and Huck Finn. Without that, there is no C Team podcast. We have nothing to talk about.
That's true.
so now he's talking some sense.
So instead of one being better or bigger, they would just work in coherence with each other.
Yeah. You know, we're trying to just kind of fall under one giant umbrella of Huck Finn, Tom Callus brand here. You know, some people might call it riding a coattail, but if you know what it is, there just is no show without your guys' shows.
Okay. Speaking of that, Tom, this one's for you.
Yep.
Would you rather?
Fuck,
Have-
marry, kill. Dan, Ted Cone, Big Poppy.
No, this is another fuck, marry, kill. Tom, would you rather have Finn stop saying "be bad" or get the Cam gun tattoo?
Hey, I got to ask something really quick before you answer it.
Go ahead.
You know that little move that Cam's been doing where he pulls his hand out of his pocket like he's shooting you?
Yeah.
Does he just do that all the time?
Oh, yeah. He's like, it's a 44 pointing right at you, brother.
He did it.
Peacemaker.
He did it 17 times at the bench night Thursday night. I counted. That's so true.
Oh, boy.
So the question, would I rather have a tattoo of a gun or you stop saying be bad? Well, I don't want a tattoo of a gun.
Would you rather have? I don't understand the question. Would you rather have me stop saying, or would you rather have the tattoo?
I think.
Would you rather get the terrible Peacemaker tattoo, or would you rather Tom Finn completely drop Be Bad?
Be bad is hurting Tom that bad?
Well, if I don't want that tattoo,
you'd rather have the tattoo?
Then you're.
Would you rather get that tattoo, or would you rather?
I think I worded it terribly. I don't want the tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I get
go
that.
ahead would be bad. I don't want to. I don't. Cam has a. What are we gonna point our guns at each other?
Oh,
Hey, how you doing?
that's kind of if you know what I mean. That's a little light in the loafers.
A new age sword fight.
Can I get better at being bad?
Oh yeah, you can improve on it.
That's true. We talked about that last podcast.
You can improve on being worse.
Worser.
Yep.
Here's a good workout question instead of all the sex questions. Best way to work legs around a lower back injury: belt squats and hex bar deadlift, or other, or what?
It depends. If the low back gets pulled on when you're belt squatting, then you can't do belt squats. That's what it's like. So these questions,
belt squats, I think, are good.
It's hard if you don't know
because you're not putting that load on your upper back, right?
Yeah, but if the belt around your lower back
all
hurts,
I disagree with all that. Boys.
Oh, okay, Gary.
I think
go
you
ahead.
wait for your lower back to heal, and then you train the fuck out of that thing because pain is a sign of weakness. Weak things break.
Listen, I would probably do belt squats. I would either do, or you could do. Maybe the pain is like the bottom of the movement, right? So, like the bottom of the movement is you're at the most risk for injury.
So half rep it.
Yeah, so do like high box squats. I've been doing a lot of.
Your
right?
back must be super strong.
Back feels great. Rack pulls is good, right? You don't have that bottom of the deadlift. Because a lot of people are bad with that.
Banded good mornings, right?
Good mornings, yeah.
You could do more core work in general, right? Because your lower back is part of your core. Strengthen your core.
Like heavier hamstring movement, more ab work,
lower back extensions.
Work, yeah.
Abs.
Because most people are real, like their hammies are real fucking weak and tight, and that too, 100%.
What's that? There's a book out there. I think it's what is it? Howard Stern was talking about it. Jeremy Sarno.
Yeah, you're off the podcast, man. He just hung up on you. I'm just kidding.
But back pain's all fake. It's all in your head.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Training.
Right. Yeah.
Unless your back really hurts, then that's in your back.
Well, it could be a lot of things.
Next question.
It's easy, Gary.
Jesus, Gary's part of the podcast now. He just quit the CT podcast. Next question. How does it feel to be the number 2 podcast in Bahrain after the C-Team podcast?
You're taking over Bahrain?
That is from the C-Team podcast 69.
That's Fat Aaron.
Hey, did you guys hear the backstory on that one? It's a hot take.
Say what?
The backstory on the C-Team podcast 69.
Yeah, you mean
Mr. Mombod?
You mean
yeah.
Fat Aaron logged back in and changed the name?
And they forgot to change Mr. Mombod.
Forgot.
I mean, he did log in, but he acquired the credentials. You know what? We'll just keep it. We'll keep it private.
Jeez, this seems. Well, no, you already said it on the podcast. We're gonna
Nah, never mind.
So what? You made the thing originally?
We'll keep it.
Is that what you're saying?
Whoever said Fat Aaron created Suburban Cam. Suburban Cam is a real human being.
You just did. We didn't say that.
No, I don't think he did. I think he said. I think Fat Aaron didn't. I think Fat Aaron got the credentials from him. Right. So you created it, and Fat Aaron took it over.
No. I don't do social media.
Exactly. So that's why that's why you came up fucking with Mr. Mombod. That's perfect. He doesn't do social media. You come up as a fake guy.
It's my Finsta.
Dude, that fucking Mr. Mombod was funnier than hell when it was going. That was my favorite fucking page.
Yeah, well, it's better now. It got better.
No, it was awesome when Cam blocked it and reported it. That was awesome. That was like the greatest thing ever. I couldn't stop laughing about it.
What is this?
Yeah.
Who is doing this?
So what else we got?
I think we got
Any
to the
more
bottom of that. Rocky 3 or Rocky 4?
Ooh,
Rocky
coming
original.
from me?
The original? You like the best?
First of all,
He's taking over the podcast, Callis.
Oh, for me?
Coming
Anyway,
from me,
first of all,
Jesus.
well, what the fuck? By the time I graduated high school, I traveled the entire country boxing, my friend. Got over 200 fights under my belt.
Oh, can't wait to see him knock out Fat Aaron in the podcast.
See, the thing, our podcast is all a remote situation, you know. But
His basement's
Rocky
going to be
2
destroyed.
is just a long version of Rocky 1.
Right.
Oh, Rocky. You know what? I guess I got to go with. I got to go with Rocky 3.
Yeah.
After that, it all just kind of goes.
I'm going with Rocky 3 because of Hogan and T. You know, I love
What's Mr.
Thunder
Lips?
Lips.
Thunder Lips.
Yeah.
That's it.
The ultimate male versus the ultimate meatball. But God, Rocky 4 is awesome too. Just how he went to Russia and trained to beat the Russians and all that. Man, that's great. It's weird how usually sequels are worse, right? I think it got better. I don't know. I mean, you don't have a Rocky without Rocky 1, right? So you have to have it, but usually they don't get better. They always get worse. You know, like Revenge of the Nerds 1 to Revenge of the Nerds 2. Yeah. 2 is the worst, you know. Dumb and Dumber 2. You know what I mean? I mean, the only ones I can think of it would be Rocky and then the Porky's movies, you know, where they got better. Oh, speaking of this, is another good question. NWO Hollywood or NWO Wolfpack?
Oh, boy.
I would go Hollywood because Hulk Hogan. He's the man that made everything. So you got to go with
What
that.
southern state is that question from?
That is from some guy out of Tennessee.
Figured.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Are you and Tom still friends? That means me.
Do you guys want to answer that honestly, or do you guys want me to answer it?
Well, you can answer.
Yeah,
it.
go ahead, Gary.
No.
The CT.
There's a mad feud going on. They're just keeping it under wraps for money.
Whoa, what kind of money? What kind of money are we talking here, buddy?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Bahrain is pumping money into you guys. You guys are the number one podcast out there.
I know it. Now, listen, ever since Be Better came out, right, the podcast has gotten better. Makes sense.
You're welcome.
Be Better, better podcast.
Yep.
What do you think, Gary?
I can see that. Well,
Was he smoking cigarettes? Welp.
well, I really don't know what to say.
Well, that's not good. This is a podcast, pal. You got to say something. That's what we're doing out here. We're talking.
Yeah, I just there's certain questions I just won't touch. I don't know what I'm allowed to reveal here.
Well, I think the podcast. I said last week I thought the best podcast was that one when me and Kels were making fun of each other, right? With the Be Better, the Be Bad, and all that. That was when Jacob Ross was here. I thought that was great content. You know,
right? But did anybody else hear about, like, you know, the old one, DeVille's tires all getting flattened? And
oh shit! I didn't tell him my flat.
What?
I didn't tell my knife. I tell him I didn't knife his tires. That wasn't me. I said that was Fat Aaron.
No.
No, I think it's. I mean that kind of stuff helps the podcast, right? You know, I'm friends with Tom. I've been friends with Tom since he's fucking 15 years old. For Christ's sakes.
Been friends for all 7 years of high school.
We are
You know what I
keeping
mean?
it under wraps. Got it.
No. I you know, Tom's my buddy. He's been one of my best buddies, friends for. I don't even know how many years has that been. 15 years.
Yeah, I mentioned I was 15, downhill from there.
I mean, Christ, right? Mentioned I was 15. It's been all downhill from there. DUIs. No, that was the beginning. That's when you knew you should have backed out of this friendship.
Ran for the hills.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You know, Tom teaches me to be better, brother. I mean, that helps everybody.
I believe that.
He is smoking cigarettes. I can tell. Where are you at?
In your garage.
I'm standing at my bar.
Smoking a cigarette?
I quit smoking, my man.
It sounds like you're smoking something.
I am definitely smoking something, but it's not a cigarette.
He told me the other day, dude, I quit smoking. I go, oh, it's awesome. What are you doing, like the patches or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm vaping or whatever, juuling or whatever.
it's
I'm like,
juuling.
that's the same thing.
That's
oh,
worse.
No, it's different.
Yeah, that's worse, I heard.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
I'm not huffing on formaldehyde no more. I'm just smoking mystery fluids.
Oh, yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be a little better.
Yeah.
Whatever you tell yourself to sleep at night, Gary.
No, as long as they're not taxing it the same yet.
Well, Gary, we're going to get rid of you, man. You've been on this pod. You're pretty much a guest now. We're going to have to put you down as a special guest. You did a lot better than Fat Aaron. We'll give you that.
Yeah.
Well, I think Aaron shines at home, and the home is the C Team podcast.
No,
I doubt
here's
that.
what I really think happened. I think he just got real nervous and didn't know what to do because it was a cold call, and he just fucking
Freaked out.
He freaked
Clammed
out.
up.
I've never seen
Oh,
anything
God,
like it.
nervous talking to you
I
two?
mean,
Come
I kind of want to go back and listen to what he said. That's how good it was, or how bad it was.
Should I call Aaron on a three-way?
Oh,
Be
no.
like, hey, bro, they called me, man. I didn't know what to say. I froze. See what he says?
Yeah, you can. You can. And you want us
You
to be
guys
quiet?
call me, then I call Aaron and loop it all in.
Well, maybe we should. If Fat Aaron could say something really bad in the podcast, like something he wouldn't want people to know about,
Knowing Aaron,
like he's
he
cheating
might.
on his wife right now,
Oh, Jesus.
and we're live on
I'm
air.
just about to climax.
Yeah, listen, I've got my girlfriend over here. My wife doesn't know about it. And then they call me on the goddamn phone. Man, it all comes out on the Let's Get Stupid podcast.
Sorry.
That's just making the C Team podcast better.
Oh, it's definitely going to be better. It will officially be
It
better.
can only get better from where you started at, bad, because that was the worst.
Listen.
It can only
I was
be
in the
better.
fucking hospital, all right? Live a hard life.
Oh, God. Well, we got to get rid of you, pal. We got to wrap this rascal up and answer a couple questions that we can't have you on the podcast for.
No doubt.
All right,
now,
brother.
well, I got you guys. Anybody out there that actually wants to be on the C Team podcast? We got some people already hitting us up. Mr. Gerald and certain other people like to get the insight on him quitting Smart Strength at the time. But now that you guys are Be Better, maybe Mr. Lane won't be doing too much for him, and he'll be coming back. We'll
Positions filled. Sorry.
Well, somebody quit.
No takebacks.
Yep,
But
sorry.
yeah, definitely.
Who was he?
We'll be recording our podcast the
Our
day after
RD.
you guys record your podcast. So
Oh, yeah. All right, buddy. Well, we're looking forward to it. I look forward to listening to it.
now I need you guys to do me the favor and keep it interesting, so we have something to talk about.
Listen, pal.
We'll think about it.
You did way better. Listen to him. He's doing really good compared to Fat Aaron.
Oh, well, anything's better compared to
God,
Fat Aaron.
you're telling people where to go, how to do it. We need guests. Fuck. That's pretty damn good, brother.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm trying to be better. The podcast this week will definitely be better. We've got some more tech involved. I'm not fresh out of the hospital.
Jeez, Callis, you're getting fucking drops the whole goddamn podcast, man.
It's a lifestyle, brother. He understands the why.
What is your why, Callis?
Oh, God, don't go over this again, for Christ's sake.
It's earlier in the
Oh,
podcast.
did I miss something?
Oh,
or you were
Jesus.
doing
Finn gets lost when I talk about it.
Yeah. Callis had something from David Goggins' book that he wrote.
No. It just sounds that good, though. Thank you. It's a compliment. Take that.
Oh, boy. All right, boys. I'm going to go back to laying in bed and scratching my nuts.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
Have fun.
Have a good night. Listen to this in a little bit.
Yeah,
Talk
see you at church. Bye.
Oh, okay, bye. He did a pretty good job.
That's terrible.
That was way better than Fat Aaron. I like how he lasted like 30 seconds.
You got to threaten me to fucking hang up.
Yeah. Oh, I can hang up on you at any moment. Uh-oh, what happened? Get a bunch of messages from Fat Aaron. Hey, I'm sorry, man. Can you call me back? I just clammed up.
Can I just give me just give me one more chance?
Shit, fuck. I didn't even know we were really live. I thought you were joking.
No, didn't.
Whatever. We need to have a raffle for 2 tickets to the Needham wedding. What are your thoughts?
Raffle go to a good cause.
Yeah, I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, you know what? You know what we'll do? We'll just raffle off our tickets.
I kind of like that idea, too.
We'll raffle off both of them, and then me and you just go leave the wives, and we take the money.
Yeah.
Good cause be our pockets.
Yeah. The calls will be for Tom and Tom.
Yeah.
It'll be for Let's Get Stupid Show.
Yeah, we'll invest it into alcohol for the show.
That would be a pretty good idea.
Or like another good light or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Either way.
You can never have enough good lights.
Also, beer is good.
Maybe another fire?
2 TVs?
Double-decker fires. Like double-decker fires?
And meanwhile, Cam's got 2 strangers at a wedding.
Yeah.
Win-win.
Exactly. They do something real dumb, fall through the cake. Who are these guys? Hey, they won the Let's Get Stupid raffle.
Sorry, Dixie.
Yep. Figured you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, nothing we could do. A person's a person, right? Just swap them out. They're interchangeable.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry.
my God. Well, what else you got, Callis? What's going on this week?
Cam's birthday.
Oh, yeah?
That's all I got so far.
Somebody's here.
You got more questions you want to rattle off?
Oh, yeah.
We're going pretty far right now. About an hour and a half in almost.
Hour and a half in.
Yeah.
Jeez, a lot of fucking C-Team stuff going
Come
on.
on.
Who's the best-looking C-Team member?
None.
0.
Next.
There's a couple of questions that we already answered. Some I can't say on the air. We need another Cam episode soon.
Well, yeah, a lot of information last one.
That's if he ever finds his way out of the suburbs. Favorite song?
I don't have a favorite
What
song.
kind of question is that?
I don't have a favorite song.
Yeah, favorite song, probably Family Tradition, Country Boy Can't Survive. Probably Hank Jr. I like Dixieland Delight a lot, too. That's up there, top 5, I would say. I just like country music. You can find my country music. I never promote it. I used to promote it all the time. It's on Spotify. I think it's Huck Finn Barbell on Spotify. But it's like under Karen's name. It's funny. We had a lot of followers on there, probably.
Are you serious?
Like 6,000 people followed that playlist. I built it probably 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. You know a favorite song? I mean, what?
Not really. I don't care.
What do you listen to? You listen to country, rap, rock, everything.
Classic rock at work. Like 97.1.
Oh, geez. You listen to radio?
Yeah. Well, it's just a lot of the trucks you can't plug your phone into.
Oh, yeah.
So that is radio.
Yeah, I know 97.1.
So it's like 97.1 or something. And then like at workouts, either hardcore like rock or rap. Whatever.
Well, what's your favorite movie?
I don't have a favorite movie.
Tombstone, right?
Well, I mean, that's obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that.
What was that movie I told you had to go? Vision Quest.
Never seen it.
You never watched it, did you?
No.
You got to go watch Vision Quest.
No, I'm good.
Oh, man.
You got to Venmo me $3 so I can rent it.
Yeah. Dan, you hear that? I know Dan's listening.
$2.99.
Yeah. I wonder if Dan's seen that.
I don't know. I don't know what Dan has seen. A lot of bad things, I think.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a wrap on those questions.
Let's just end on that.
Want to end on that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we probably should.
I want to go home.
We should probably wrap this
I gotta
rascal
get this
up.
thing loaded.
What? Loaded?
Put this into the internet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go find us on the YouTube.
Yeah, check out the YouTube Let's Get Stupid podcast.
People are listening. I mean, it's the same audio that you hear on here.
Oh yeah, it looks gregreat. Looks great. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Cause it was a little grainy on my phone. I'm like, I don't know. And then I had it on my iPad for some reason. I was doing something on my phone, and I go, this is like crystal clear. Looks really good. So I was pretty happy to see that. Look way better on my iPad. So yeah, check out the YouTube. I take my time fucking editing it right.
Yeah.
Just right now I'm just getting it out. I don't really have like an intro, like kind of cool stuff yet. That will come with time. But right now we're just, but it's this audio with the podcast and just another avenue to see us. Some people like seeing us,
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, obviously you can put it on your TV, anything, and it has the same audio quality, but you got video too.
Yep. So
win-win.
Also, you want to follow.
And you can watch the fire the whole time.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's relaxing. Pioneer Fit, GeneralLeathercraft.com, Pioneer_Fit on Instagram. Go follow Matt Hayden. Go buy some of his products. Just huge support of everything, powerlifting and us. If you want to check out some coaching services, Be Better Coaching. Check out our new website. Shit, I don't know what it's called.
Be Better Official.
It's like sometimes things have to be put in different spots because of fucking what's out there. But it is BeBetterOfficial.com, the website. Check out our mission statement. Apparel, this hoodie that I'm wearing, T-shirt. We're going to drop new apparel every month is the goal this year.
Look what I was just tagged in, Tom.
Check
Not
out.
looking good for the Be Better Official podcast. Keith Honeycutt put out a what podcast will last longer?
I wasn't talking. Thanks, Finn.
Go
ahead, Finn.
This is way bigger than what you got to say. Let's Get Stupid is going to last the longest.
Well, that's good.
Huck Finn Barbell Show, second. NFC
It would-
team
it's not even-
third.
it won't even be uploaded.
Be better official 5%.
That's all right. We'll come from mine. I'm not worried. Because unlike you, I know how to upload mine, so that helps.
You'll find out Sunday night when Hookfin Barbell Show is live.
Fuck, I deleted everything. Tom, how do I get it back?
Well, hell, I might have to delete everything. I don't know how drunk I was during it.
That good, huh? How long was it?
2 hours.
Oh, my God. No one's going to watch
Listen,
that.
not only was it 2 hours, but it didn't start till like midnight on the championship game day, whatever, after the AFC championship game. So I started drinking, during the games a little bit.
Of course.
And then the game, we didn't start the podcast till like fucking 11:30 at night because we were fucking these lights and everything else. It was just, we'll see. I have to review it. I haven't reviewed it yet. It's uploaded, I think. We'll find out Sunday night.
I got to see this.
Sunday night, 5 o'clock. Hopefully, that's my goal, yes, every Sunday night to have some kind of content from the bar on Sunday night and then have YouTubes out during the week, at least one. So, we'll see.
Good luck.
Where I'm going, I don't need luck.
Okay.
I'm going to need a lot of it.
Also, last chance, like I said, fuck them feds. T-shirt from Dan Bell. If you're hearing this in the weekend, I already set the numbers in. But if you hear it right away, you want to get on one of those shirts, we're going to end it tomorrow. So check it out.
Ring of Fire just came in. It got delivered on Monday. It is on the shelves being shipped out. Got a new shirt out, country music lyric shirt, and a restock coming soon of testicle shirt will be restocked, I think, maybe this week or beginning of next week. And a special alpha tee coming out, I think, next week too. It's a new alpha shirt that's got something funny on the front of it. You'll find out next week. Only at hookfinbarbell.com.
Yep. Be better.
Go fuck yourself, Callis.